Hey guys, it's Lighthouse Gaming, aka Will, back to you with another video on the ASL YouTube channel. And I'm here with the ASL Season 4 Championship. This is not just any battle. So, yeah. And I am not here alone. I am with a guest commentator. If he talks.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here.
Alright, yep, it's Brad. So, yeah, we're just gonna start commentating this. We have Hutch versus the Chrissy Panda. And they already have their lead, so yeah, get right into it.
Yeah, lead matchup definitely favors TCP. He's got the faster dragon on the field, so if we were looking at double scarf, then obviously it's going to favor TCP with that base 110 speed on Latios.
Yeah.
But both have fair switch-ins, so turns pretty open, you know. Both could definitely swap out into a couple different walls to not take too much damage.
And that Slowking takes a heavy chunk from Draco.
Yeah, that's a big hit, and definitely TCP bluffing or showing the scarf pretty early on. But this puts Hutch in a good spot because he's not going to get knocked out by another Draco. So, you know, it gives Hutch a couple options here. I would imagine he's probably packing Slack off. If not, he could obviously swap out, get the regenerator, have a little bit more life.
Yeah.
And then if that is choice Scarf Latios, then he's definitely not Assault Vest on his Slowking, so I would imagine Slack Off's fairly likely here.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's going to slack off.
Yeah. Physical defensive Slowking's going to take around half, a little bit more than half maybe, that Draco, so could have maybe a little bit of a mixed defensive.
And he goes for Toxic.
Yeah, I'm probably expecting Jolteon.
In a quick set of plays, we have Thunderous in now. Yes, getting almost a free switch in.
Yeah. Turn kind of favors Hutch still, but has to be really leery of that Volt Absorb Jolteon coming in. So I don't know that he's free to click Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. Not TCP not seeming to care, just clicks U-turn. Oh, wow, that's a really interesting way. So using the eject button to get around the U-turn. Now we've got Latios in. Looking to get off another big Draco Meteor, maybe.
Yeah.
And based on TCP's last move, you know, he clicked the Draco in on the Hydreigon. So if this is a Scarf matchup, TCP is going to outspeed.
Oof. Pretty heavy hit due to that crit.
Yeah. Hutch, obviously, at this point, believing that this Latios is scarfed, chooses to swap out his Thundurus again.
Yeah, he'll likely set up hazards here.
Yeah. Draco Meteor being a crit, looks like this is probably max HP, some Spadef, if not pretty heavily Spadef invested Ferrothorn. But this is pretty much free rocks for Hutch. If he chooses to go that way.
Yeah.
He went for the Leech Seed, probably expecting Skarmory to come in. But now he's facing a really tough turn with Victini. Do you think TCP would click a fire move, or do you think he expects the Slowking and he clicks some type of maybe Fusion Bolt? What do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. He also could have U-turn, so that's always a possibility. But it's kind of just comes down to if he predicts it or not. Just a straight up switch.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. Oh, we see the quick feet come out on Jolteon, so we're not looking at a Volt Absorb, which is good to know for Thundurus later in the match. But that's going to put Jolteon's speed up over Hydreigon's, even if it's a Scarf. Probably a big Draco Meteor coming off here. Let's see.
That is a nice Jolteon Sceptile. I don't think I've seen that.
Now throws off a Dark Pulse. That Dark Pulse does insignificant damage to Regice. So likely going to see Hydreigon swap out here.
There's not much Regice can do to some things though. Like I guess it could like Toxic the Slowking if that comes in.
You could. It certainly could be running some type of offensive Thunderbolt set.
Yeah.
To do some damage. It's obviously not going to do a million. If Hutch happened to be mixed with Superpower, still, unless he's heavily attack invested, not going to get the KO on Regice. So really likely to see just a swap out here into something.
Yeah. It's taking a while to click a move, probably running some calcs, figuring out Regice's set.
Yeah, probably trying to figure it out. That Dark Pulse didn't do very much. What was it? 16%?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16%. So you're probably looking at a max HP, somewhat Spadef invested Regice there, and then probably a timid Hydreigon is my guess. But who knows? We'll find out. Oh, we see the substitute. Okay. Substitute. Just to note, Crobat does run Infiltrator, or it can, of course.
Yeah.
And so it would probably kill with a Brave Bird from that territory. Yeah. That's good damage from Regice.
Yeah, it's going to put in a lot of work. I just kind of forced to switch.
Interesting choice to go hard into Lopunny here. That's a lot of damage.
Does Fake Out flinch a sub?
No, Fake Out does not flinch through a sub, so Fake Out would break the sub, but he would still take damage here.
Yeah, very interesting. Looks like Hutch like disconnected or something.
Apparently he needed to think about it so hard he had to leave for a second.
Yeah.
This is an interesting play. I mean, I suppose, the last Ice Beam did 45, so if he was to click Drain Punch, maybe he gets enough HP back to survive another Ice Beam. The Mega Evolution is going to give him Fighting typing, so we'll see what happens here. This is an interesting early term. We're still 6-6, but this could be a big momentum play. Lopunny is a really high draft pick for a reason, so losing it as the very first mon to go down in a championship matchup would be challenging to overcome for sure.
Yeah, Megalop has been one of Hutch's best mons this season. 12 kills, so.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Again, taking a while to click a move.
Yeah, it's going to take his time here, but it's a championship match.
Yeah.
It's season 4 championship match.
And Hutch is returning.
Hutch, yeah, he lost last season in the finals, Keister. So I imagine he wants to take his time, not make a bad play here.
He is going to Fake Out. Not sure if he knows that it doesn't flinch, and that is going to be Lopunny down.
Yeah, that's a pretty big loss. That's a pretty big loss this early. Now I'm looking at his Regice and I'm wondering how he's gonna. What's he gonna want to do here to get rid of it? I'm wondering what he's gonna want to do. Ice Beam. That did a pretty good amount of damage. It did 43, so definitely some special attack investment on Regice.
Regice doesn't get flamethrower, does it?
It doesn't get flamethrower, but it obviously would get HP fire.
Yeah. It just depends on the sets.
Let's see if the oh, he clicks the leech seed. It fails. Yeah, probably could have seen that coming since we saw that clicked earlier.
And Focus Blast is gonna come out, and it looks like Ferrothorn is gonna maybe go down here. Regice is putting in a lot of work for TCP.
Definitely putting in a lot of work. I don't like living and dying by Focus Blast. It'll be interesting to see if TCP chooses to. Yep, there it goes.
Going to connect 2 Focus Blasts in a row. Wow. And
yeah.
Ferrothorn is down.
Hutch is definitely on the back foot. He's going to need a little bit of luck to turn things around.
Yeah. Feels like that Ferrothorn was kind of just came in, took down 25% of Regice's health and died.
Yeah. I think it also tells us that there's a really good potential that Crobat's not very offensive. Crobat probably could have come in if it was pretty offensive and killed Regice from its previous health. So we may not be looking at a very offensive Crobat here.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm here. I'm guessing you already covered that. And kill.
Yeah. It seems like Jolteon HP Ice could come out for free. If he wanted to bring out a Scarfer, it could come out here. There's a lot of options for TCP right now. He has a lot of options, which isn't very good for Hutch because his options are starting to run thin. His main wall breaker is gone. This is going to be an interesting play.
Yeah.
We're only on turn 16 here, but 3 Mons are already down, and momentum is definitely on the side of TCP.
Yeah, this has been a pretty busy week for Hutch, too, so
yeah,
hopefully he won't get too tilted if things don't go his way.
Yeah, I mean, we are in the finals, season 4 of the league, so odds are if you made it this far, you're probably not going to get too awful phased by what's happened to this point. But it's a tough match. It's a big game. I think Jolteon was the pretty obvious swap in here.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if Hutch risks the Volt Absorb play here, trying to catch potentially maybe a Thunderbolt, and ends up taking an HP Ice plus Rocks damage on his Thunders.
Yeah. Either way, something's gonna get hit pretty hard.
Yeah, this is an interesting play here.
Jolteon, tough choice.
Jolteon really is a problem at this point.
He's gonna risk it, and he does make the right play.
Mm-hmm.
But can it live a Thunderbolt if it's holding Thunderbolt? Which it probably is.
Yeah. And to the best of my knowledge, we haven't seen an item on the Slowking yet. So we're maybe not completely sure what the Slowking is running.
We know it's not AV.
Yeah. If Jolteon is timid with Thunderbolt, if it's Wakanberry, and Jolteon is timid. Max special attack. Slowking could live the hit, but looks like he's just going to go into Hydreigon and take the Thunderbolt. Yep. I think that's a fair move, but now Hydreigon's going to have to take an HP Ice.
Yeah, so, I mean, really, clicking Thunderbolt was a no-risk play.
Yeah. Okay. Just choosing to Volt Switch could go into Armory or Manaphy here. I wonder if he clicks Dark Pulse or if he clicks Draco.
Roost.
Oh, he clicks Roost. Very nice. Very nice. But now he's staring down a Manaphy, which is not like a great look. not a big reward. You got a lot of health back, but now you have to face a Manaphy. Hydreigon is definitely more than likely going to be taking at least half from an Ice Beam here. Probably going to be outsped by Manaphy. No, it's a slow Manaphy. Oh, wow.
That was a good play. It looks to be defensive.
Wow. It's a slow Manaphy trying to run Toxic, which seems to indicate he doesn't have Ice Beam. Hydreigon's in a decent position here right now. Gets a free hit off on something.
Yeah, this looks to be very... Oh, there's
and
the
he gets the
flinch.
flinch. Just three more of those in a row, and maybe we're doing business.
Yeah. Oh, Signal Beam.
Signal Beam, but no confusion. This is an interesting play here. Do we throw off a taunt, knowing potentially something else could swap in, maybe a Latios? Or does he throw off a Dark Pulse, knowing TCP could do anything at that point, maybe click Toxic? This is kind of a difficult play. He goes for taunt, goes for the Signal Beam. Yeah. Every play at this point is tough for Hutch, because that Latios could swap in for free.
Yeah.
But TCP choosing to stick with the Signal Beam.
And there's a flinch.
Another flinch.
I think Hutch is making the right plays as long as he didn't get confused.
Yeah. I mean, and this is still Pokemon here, so sometimes luck over skill, you know.
And now something is going to be hit by Dark Pulse. Likely just, sacking off Manaphy.
Being that Manaphy is slower than Hydreigon, it's pretty unlikely Manaphy's going to have any usefulness and goes ahead and sacks it off.
And now Latios gets basically a free hit off on something.
Yeah, and we've seen that this Hydreigon is leftover, so there will be no Habanberry shenanigans to take the Draco Meteor. And Slowking was at around 40% health when it swapped out, so it's going to be fairly healthy. It'll survive a Draco. Don't know if it survives two, though. This is a pretty big turn for TCP. If he does choose to click Draco, he really needs to hit it. Missing a Draco here could be pretty annoying.
Crobel is dead.
Yeah.
This could be an opportunity for Hutch to set up possibly with something like, I don't even know anymore. I guess he showed U-turn on Thundurus.
He did show U-turn on Thundurus, making it pretty unlikely that he's dual dance or rock some kind of agility and nasty plot. The Draco Meteor and Crobat, fair play, makes sense. He could do a lot of things. It would be interesting.
But I feel like barring misses, Latios does a lot of work this game. In the future.
And even at the reduced special attack, Hydreigon's not wanting to come in and take rocks damage on the Draco Meteor. Slowking can come in and get off a hit, but I don't know that it's doing a lot of damage to Jolteon. So Hutch is still in a pretty tough spot right now.
Thunderous comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good play here. You know, we could see another U-turn. This could be a Scarf Thunderous. Could see a Thunderbolt come out since we know Jolteon doesn't have.
Good play.
No, you just see the U-turn. That Rocky Helmet damage definitely hurts Thunderous's longevity with Rocks up.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a fourth move on Hydreigon yet. Have to assume it's some version of a dragon move, but I don't know. Okay, we see the Brave Bird.
Yeah, takes out pretty well. TCP is gonna sort of read that taunt and go for the Brave Bird.
Yeah. This is another chance for TCP to capitalize on a roost. Odds are Hydreigon's going to roost. TCP could definitely go out into Latios here, threaten with a big hit. Okay, goes into Victini.
And something like even a dazzling gleam from this Victini could potentially kill this Hydreigon.
Could definitely cause problems. Hydreigon Dark Pulse could we know it's leftovers. If he's timid, you know, we're looking at max roll may kill Victini. Hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, definitely isn't doing enough.
Oh man.
We see the weakness policy. So something's going to die here. Something's going to die.
I'm guessing it's gonna be this Hydreigon. Although maybe the Thunders actually.
Hard to know. If Thunderous is scarfed, or if it at least outspeeds Victini, then he's definitely going to save the Thunderous. Yeah. So looks like likely Thunderous is going to come out, click a move that kills Victini. Yeah.
Does U-turn kill?
Let's see here. Thunderous Therian. U-turn. He's going to need to be... Yeah, he's just going to have to click a special move. So we see the Dark Pulse come out. So if we are facing Scarf versus Scarf here, then Latios is obviously going to outspeed. But I don't think Hutch can do much besides just click Dark Pulse at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Hutch is getting pretty upset.
If TCP has been bluffing the Scarf, or maybe Hutch isn't Scarf.
And that looks to be game.
That's our game. Congratulations to TCP. Taking a nice championship there. Season 4 champion.
Yeah, he played really well. That was a great game.
He did play well. And it was a pretty decently well played match by both parties. Hutch just making that, I think the early misplay, losing his Lopunny unnecessarily, in my opinion, and then losing Ferrothorn unnecessarily ended up being the difference in the game.
And a lot of things just slowly wearing down Hutch's team, like the Regice earlier in the game, Latios, Jolteon.
Yeah, I definitely think if you were to try to pick an MVP of this match, since we're here, we've got time. I think you can make the argument Latios did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But I think Regice's early substitute shenanigans, taking the Lopunny out, taking the Ferrothorn out, I think that set the pace for what would become the championship victory for TCP.
Yeah, and we'll see shortly with the MVP voting. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's gonna be with this video. I think it'll just be on the ASL server.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be announced at some point, but it's still good to see though. In an ASL finals, season 1 we had Ninetales putting in a lot of work, in the finals. We've had other lower tier, lesser popular mons doing work. So great to see Reg Ice playing a really big role in a really big game.
Yeah. I think that is going to be it for us for this championship game. For myself and Brad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content on the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.